All right.
Welcome to this. We don't have a name for this because it's only the second time.
Got to start somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, and we're going to start with the Captain America book that you just read.
Which is pretty good. I like the more Silver Age feel to it.
Yeah, and you haven't been reading it, and we're talking about Captain America 15 with the emergence of the new villain, written by Remender, Dr. Mindbubble. And I was super excited when I saw it. Even though it's a stupid name, I was really excited to see it. I even told you, wait till the end for that villain.
I think the stupid name is what makes it awesome. I don't know. Like, you just don't get that anymore. See, like, the Destroyer or something like more try to be...
Extra Max.
Yeah, something...
Extra Max is the new villain that Jim Starlin's writing in Stormwatch.
I'm not
Weird.
on that. That sounds...
Nobody is. That's why it's gone. That's why it's dead. Because Lobo's in it and nobody's reading it.
Well...
The old Lobo.
Oh yeah, because Lobo's not Lobo anymore. I forgot.
No. The new Lobo's pretty badass, though.
He looks alright. I saw him on the cover. I didn't read that Supergirl issue, but...
The Supergirl issue was good. He's in this issue, too. But we can't talk about current issues because you didn't read your books. You only read that one issue of Captain America.
I'm a little behind, but...
So instead of that, we'll talk about the new books that are going to come out, or one or two issues have come out, and why we're not on them, or why we are on them. First one I see here is the all-new Ghost Rider.
Are you on that?
I'm absolutely not on that.
I'm not either.
Although I did read the issue of Thunderbolts. Are you still on Thunderbolts?
No, I dropped that a while ago.
He came in the new issue of Thunderbolts. It was marketed as a number one. I think it was a 21 point now, or 24 point now. It said number one at the top. And basically the issue was written so they could go find Ghost Rider.
I guess that's one way to segue into it.
It wasn't bad, though. Before I read it, because we get our books later than everybody else, before I read it, I read a lot of bad stuff. People were saying, oh, it's horrible, horrible Ghost Rider. And I read it and I enjoyed it.
Wasn't there something different about him? Like, he has, like a car or something? Or?
He drove a motorcycle in Thunderbolts. But he wasn't Ghost Rider when he drove the motorcycle. He was just being him, like the stunt master. You know what I mean? You know, he's a stunt driver.
Yeah.
Well, he was jumping the Hoover Dam or something, and he crashed to the bottom of it, but turned into Ghost Rider like the second before, so he wasn't injured. And then that's how Thunderbolt Ross gets him to join the Thunderbolts, is by saying, like, hey, we'll get you out of here. If you join, you can do anything, get me out of here.
Well, who is Ghost Rider nowadays?
It's not Danny Ketch. It's the other guy. What's his name? Johnny Blaze?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Or was Johnny Blaze Vengeance? I'm gonna actually click on this. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna find out if it tells me.
Yeah, because...
What about the all-new Invaders, while I look for this?
Oh... I don't even know what that is.
Well, it seems to be the original team of Human Torch, Cap...
Namor.
I think Namor. But Winter Soldier, I believe, is a part of it.
Really?
Which kind of doesn't make a lot of sense.
Well, they're the all-new Invaders.
Yeah, this doesn't tell me who he is. I don't know which one it is. But the writer is Felipe Smith, and the artist is Trad Moore. Sound like juggalos. That's all I'm saying. Those are juggalo names if I've ever heard them.
Pretty much.
No, the Invaders, yeah. Namor, Cap, Human Torch, and, yeah, Winter Soldier. Which just doesn't sound right to me. I didn't jump on it. I don't know what the creative team on it is either.
Well, is it set in the past, or is it now?
No, I think it's now.
Then...
I'm not positive. The issue's already out. I guess it came out last week. Or what's today's date?
24th.
Okay, it came out Wednesday. It came out this week. Okay, it is James Robinson writing it. He's the one who wrote Earth 2 and the prominent run on Starman. And he was good on Earth 2. But, I don't know.
Earth 2 got a little,
Apparently
bad.
it's good. People are still loving it now.
Really?
I dropped it.
I did too. I wasn't feeling it. I got it mainly for Power Girl and Huntress, and then...
This says it's 4 heroes united by the past. So apparently it is today. And they must wage war to face the future against the Kree to save Earth. I thought the Kree were not an issue anymore.
Yeah, I thought they were gone.
I don't know. Well, either way, neither of us are on it. So
well, is that going to be...
It's an ongoing.
But is that going to be, like, the original Human Torch, the android thing?
it can't be from the Fantastic Four torch.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't think he was around anymore.
Apparently they brought him back in some miraculous fashion.
Of course.
All new X Factor.
Definitely not on that.
You're not on that. I hop on it simply for Gambit.
Well, I know Gambit's in it. I'll think about it at
But
least.
it's a different way of coming at a book, too. It's not a team brought together by diversity or a team brought together by something bad happening. Polaris is the leader who gets hired by this big company. I guess it's like the biggest company in the world or in the city. And they want to do good for people. They said if governments can have superhero teams and countries can have superhero teams, why can't a business have a superhero team? So that's what it is.
This
business hires Polaris, and they hire Quicksilver and Gambit, and that's the team right now. And it looks like there's going to be 3 more members, but they're all blank. Like on the title page, it has the 3 members and unknown.
Well, that's fun. I like when things do that.
Well, when they did, I just read number 2, and they go to save these people that I've never heard of, that apparently Quicksilver wronged in the past. One was named Abyss. One was named... They were mutants, but I've never heard of them.
There's so many mutants.
It must have been like in the niche somewhere that I missed. But I also don't know a lot about Polaris. I just know that it's half-sister to Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. So it's nice that it's a little family bond.
Yeah, not a fan of Quicksilver, though.
He's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
And it works. There's a scene in the second one that I just read where this guy is siphoning power off these 3 mutants that I didn't know who they were. And he gained it himself, and he became this monstrous electric being, which actually had a nice Silver Age feel in the book because it was one whole page of him emerging. It was a whole page shot of him just speaking dialogue.
That's pretty awesome.
And Quicksilver asks Gambit, he says, "You still got those cards?" And he said, "Yeah, why?" He goes, "Just hold on." So then Gambit holds on to the neck of Quicksilver, and he runs up his arm, and they throw a card in his ear, and it blows him up.
That's awesome.
It's pretty good. It was good. And I like the way it's going. The art is really something to be desired.
Really?
Actually, I want to show you this art.
The cover looks alright.
The cover, because it's alright as a cover. But here, I'll hang that to you, and you can look what the next one is. Do you consider Amazing X-Men the newer book? It's one where they're bringing Nightcrawler back.
I saw that.
I heard it has a very John Byrne-esque X-Men feel. Like when he was just killing it on...
Well, that sounds right up my alley.
I mean, Jason Aaron's writing it. Anything Jason Aaron's been writing recently is just killing it. Look for that page, the full page. It's bad.
Well, this art isn't that bad so far.
One more.
Back or forward?
One more forward. Obviously after that. Nope, go back. What did you do? Did you flip too many pages?
Oh,
yeah,
there it
see
is.
right there it is. See, it has a very old retro feel to it.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, either
It's not
way,
that bad.
Either way, I'm not on Amazing X-Men, and neither are you.
No.
Avengers Undercover.
Not on that. I thought about it, though.
It got added onto mine when something ended. What would it have been? Avengers Arena.
Yes, I wasn't on that.
Yeah, because I think some of the members from Avengers Arena are in this. Well, the tagline is, "When teen heroes infiltrate the Masters of Evil, who will break bad?" So I guess the survivors of Avengers Arena is into this. I don't know who they are, but Dennis Hopeless, the man who I was raving earlier about the Cable book, who wrote the Cable book really well,
Yeah.
he's writing it. But he said that's the only thing of his announced by Marvel right now, meaning I think he has another book in the works, they're just not announced yet. But I'm on it because Baron Zebo's in it.
Well, you can't go wrong with that.
And I feel like it's going to be more Thunderbolts Volume 1 related. Although I hope it's not Secret Avengers related. The current run with just all the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. Oh, bad.
Yeah. I think S.H.I.E.L.D.'s better left as a TV show.
It's a good show. You been watching?
I watched up until the mid-season finale, because I guess every show in the world does that now. It pisses me off.
Sif's coming on the show.
I saw that, and I'm a little excited for that.
Well, there wasn't an episode this week, but there was one last week.
I just want to know what Coulson is.
He was dead. Did you see that episode? They worked on his brain.
No, I
They
didn't see
rewired
that.
his brain.
That must have been last week's.
2 weeks ago.
I must be very far behind.
I think you're at least 3 episodes behind.
Oh, that's upsetting.
Avengers World. You're not on it.
No, I don't really feel like it's a good concept.
Well, I got it. I read volume 1. Volume 1. I read number 1. There's nothing real special. It wasn't anything fantastic, but I got number 2. If number 2 isn't good, I'm just going to have to say absolutely goodbye. Because it's nothing to write home about.
It's just random Avenger teams going to different worlds.
It was kind of fun. I mean, it was a fun book.
I think that worked in Infinity. I thought the good thing about Infinity was they all went out, helped save the universe, and then we're going back to Earth to redeem it. And then they're just going away again. Like,
I don't even know what the actual concept tagline was for it. Because I read it, and I didn't get much out of it. Then again, I read a lot of books, a lot of weeks. So I may not remember what it was.
I just feel like there's enough out there to protect the world. The Avengers don't have to be out there.
They returned from the stars, but on the world they left behind, new threats have emerged. The Avengers will be tested like never before in one cataclysmic day. The face of the Marvel Universe will change forever. Yeah, I don't remember
They say that
what
with
happened.
every book, though.
I mean, at least they're not going crossover happy like DC. I didn't read one bit of Forever Evil. I didn't read one bit of Blight. But somehow, every DC book I read, it's involved.
What's Blight?
Blight is the newest one,
I was going to say, I didn't think, when I was reading, I didn't think it was out yet.
Like Justice League and... really, other than the...
I know Justice League Dark's supposed to tie into that.
Yeah, I'm not on Justice League Dark. I wanted to during...
I'm pretty sure Blight's who they're fighting now.
I thought Blight was a crossover name. It's a person?
I'm pretty sure it is a person.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on in DCU.
It was pretty good. You know, in Justice League when... I don't know what the evil guys are called, their group. The Crime Syndicate.
Okay.
When they came back and how Aquaman was dead.
I didn't know Aquaman died.
Well, the Claw one. Like, they're Aquaman.
Oh, okay.
Well, anyway, Deadman got trapped inside his body, so now he's walking around as Aquaman.
Wow.
It's pretty awesome.
See, I don't know.
Justice League Dark is I like it.
I feel like Forever Evil is making the DCU what it tried to get away from. It's making it so convoluted that nobody knows what's going on. That's what they did New 52 to get away from, and that's what it is now. Because I'll read a Justice League book, and don't get me wrong, I've loved the Martian Manhunter and Stargirl combination. I've went on record as saying that I hope they get their own book together.
That'd be fantastic.
It would be awesome. I'd read it. I wasn't even aware of who Stargirl was until the most
I read
recent
her in
incantation.
JLA, and she was pretty fantastic, and this just proved my point.
But I just don't know what's going on. I feel like every time I read a Justice League book, I miss 2 months of dialogue at some point because I don't know what's going on. JLA is the same way. I don't know what's going on in JLA.
The Justice League got trapped in the prison by the Crime Syndicate.
Yeah.
Like a prison that... I think it's fueled by them or something.
I think that's what Martian Manhunter and Stargirl are in.
Yeah.
What's happened in regular Justice League then? Like, where have I been on that?
You know what? What is happening in regular Justice League?
The cover of the newest one says Cyborg 2.0.
Oh, that one is Catwoman and Batman trying to find Batman's contingency plans to stop the original Justice League. They're going to use it against them. It was pretty awesome, because Batman...
I don't remember the last issues then. Obviously, it was nothing to remember.
Batman had a... what's the yellow corpse ring called? What's Sinestro's?
The Yellow Lantern?
Yellow Lantern. What?
Are you alright?
He had a Yellow Lantern ring, and he was fighting off against the evil Green Lantern. It was pretty awesome.
In Justice League?
In Justice League.
No.
And then he got his ass kicked, and Sinestro showed up, and he's supposed to fight the green guy now.
Then I must have missed a Justice League.
You should go back and read it.
I don't think I have it.
I'll bring it next time.
Because I would have read it if I had it. But now I'm mad. Alright, Black Widow.
I obviously want to be on it now. Now that you told me that.
Well, I mean, it's just basically her, like in the movies, how she said she has to clear the red from her ledger. That's what it is. It's her clearing the red from her ledger.
But it's her solo.
Yeah, but it's gonna get old. I said when I just read number 2, and it's a story. It's a type of story that can get stale very fast. They added a character in. It's kind of her. Seems like her receptionist, but he killed for her this last issue. He went and took care of business. He said, "I took care of business."
Oh.
Which, it's interesting. It's added another dimension to it. But if something doesn't happen and give her an actual reason for anything, it's going to get stale really fast. I enjoy it, but it's going to get real stale.
That's understandable.
The relation that I've heard people say about it is it's going to be the new Hawkeye. Like how it's just taken pop culture by storm. It's, you know, one of those Revolution books, a hipster book, if you will.
Oh.
Like, that's how Hawkeye is considered.
Yeah, but Hawkeye's still going, and it's pretty damn good.
It is. And I mean, I don't read it, but they said that's what Black Widow's going to be. You know, up on the new Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, yes, I did jump on that.
Is it the same girl?
Yes, Captain Marvel is. Miss Marvel is not.
Oh, there's a Miss Marvel book, too.
Yes, I hopped on that as well.
Is Miss Marvel a teenage one?
Yes, and I think she's, she might be Indian.
What?
Or she's,
Well, then why are they starting Captain Marvel over again? Because they don't want her to have the mohawk?
No, she's staying the same. She's going out in space, I think.
This cover's not telling me that.
What do you mean?
She has long hair.
She always has long hair. The faux hawk thing she has is usually only when she has her mask up, which is random, and how faux hawky it is depends on the artist. Sometimes they don't really draw her hair like that.
How exactly did Carol Danvers change from Miss Marvel to Captain Marvel? How did that happen?
When she was Miss Marvel, she got that, I can't remember what it's called, but when she turned all, like, orange and weird, powerful.
You got me.
I haven't read Miss Marvel in a long time, but I guess that...
Well, I mean, Kelly Sue DeConnick has just been getting better and better the more she's been writing these Marvel characters. Because I read her in Avengers Assemble, and the first time I read her writing Avengers Assemble, I thought that it was just somebody who watched the movie, and it's what it felt like. It felt like she wrote it off the movie. But then, the more she wrote it, I could see her style coming out more, and it was phenomenal.
Are you still on? Is that even Avengers Assemble? Is that still a thing?
I'm going to be honest. I don't know. I think so.
I dropped it, because it started getting...
Let me see. It'll be here. Yeah, it's still a thing. I might be over now, though. Let me see. What do we got?
I feel like it peaked, and I was like, eh.
No, they have Avengers Assemble 25 slated for March 26th.
Still a thing.
When did the last issue come out? 12/18, so last week.
12/18?
That was not last week.
No.
That was last month.
Yeah.
Well, they have 129, which is next week. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't even know what it's about. That's number 23. Yeah, it's monthly at least. At least it's not weekly.
Yeah.
Which, there'll be another issue of Black Widow coming out in 2 weeks. And then they said they're going to go to monthly. So 3 books in a month and a half, and then they go to monthly.
Sounds like Spider-Man.
Oh, man. We're not there yet. No, let's not talk about
Okay, I'm sorry.
What were we just talking about? Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Daredevil being renumbered and bumped up $1?
I didn't know it was being bumped up $1.
Yep.
And they have a new writer on it, don't they?
I don't know. Did you read the most recent issue?
No.
You don't know what happens?
No.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, why not?
Daredevil announces that he's Daredevil.
Oh?
The Sons of the Serpents are blackmailing him to help out this one member to get out of a crime, and he goes into the courtroom and says that he's not going to represent him, that his friend is, and the guys are in the crowd all mad. No, you must represent him. And he says, I'm calling myself to the stand. Then he goes to the stand and he says, I'm Daredevil. And that's how it ends.
Wow.
Cliffhanger.
That's a phenomenal series, though.
It's so solid. It's so hard to say that it's a good issue because every issue is solid.
It goes together well. It actually lasted more than 12 issues.
Who's been writing it? Mark Waid.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's still writing
He's still writing it.
He is?
Yep. And Chris Samney's still in the art.
Why are they renumbering it?
Because they want to charge $1. That's why. What do you think? If you have a book that good, you have to make as much money as possible off of it.
I want a book that goes to
Alex Ross
60.
is doing 75th anniversary variant covers.
Well, I can't afford those. So.
Especially because it's 1 in 75.
Oh, God.
Cover price $35. If you wanted to buy it now.
Nope.
Begins his most awe-inspiring adventure yet in sunny city of San Francisco. I mean, I'm not dropping it, but if it gets bumped up $1 and then starts lacking in delivering me awe moments, it's gone.
Certainly.
Have you been reading Dead?
No.
After that arc that I told you to read?
Yes. I can't remember what that arc was even called.
Evil Within or something along those lines. That sounds nothing like what it was.
Yeah, no. Something Friends, maybe?
I don't know. It was the one where he was in South Korea.
Yeah, the one where he finds out he had a kid.
He has a kid, yeah. And you saw the previews for him getting married?
No.
You didn't see that?
No. I heard
Cable's his best man.
Really?
How phenomenal
That's
is that?
awesome. Who's he marrying?
I want to see the bachelor party. Well, who's he marrying? That's the event. God damn it. I gotta pull another tab up here to show you this.
I'm sorry I'm behind. Life gets hectic.
What's the next book we could talk about? Dexter Down Under. Get on that.
No. I guess that's the continuation after that lackluster ending.
I know what happened, and I'm on season 6. I ruined it for myself.
Carla told me what happened.
I ruined it.
And she was like, really? It's kind of stupid.
Oh, come on. This, you know what search engine this took me on? This stupid Kindle Fire took me to Bing.
I was going to say, it's Bing, isn't it?
And now I'm on a strange... Here we go. This is the solicitation. This is the solicitation for the marriage.
Oh, so you don't know who?
Yeah, like she has a veil on. It's going to find out who it is.
I like the Domino's one of Bridesmaid.
She-Hulk.
Oh, yes.
But like, just look at everybody.
Impossible Man.
Beta Ray Bill's there. Devil Dinosaur's there.
That's fantastic.
Even the weird... Oh my god, Captain Britain's there. Everybody. Just everybody you could imagine. Why is that Abomination? What's he doing? But it's a phenomenal picture. Man-Thing's even there.
Oh, you got Watchers there? Utu or whatever his name is.
Did you see he's having a kid?
Yeah.
Man.
That's an FF, isn't it?
Yeah, like look at Cable being his best man. That's just what I'm excited to see. I want to see the bachelor party.
That's awesome. I'm glad I'm still on it, though.
And Cap and Wolvie are his two groomsmen. And Cable's the best man. I wonder who the maid of honor is. I don't think it can be She-Hulk, right?
I would assume she's wearing red.
Then who do you think it could be? Red She-Hulk? Is she dead?
No, she's not dead.
Well, who are the other bridesmaids?
Get a book.
Squirrel Girl.
Lady Deadpool.
Lady Deadpool. Domino. And who is that? It's not Medusa. Dogpool's there. So is Rocket.
Rocket.
I don't know who that could be.
I don't know. Black
'Cause
Widow, maybe?
I guess that is possible.
She's only a redhead, I know.
Because I think of Medusa. Medusa's up in the crowd. Oh, well. What was that now?
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited. What about the new Fantastic Four?
I'm on it.
It automatically put me on it.
It automatically put me on it, too, so I'm going to see how it goes.
And it bumped it up another $1. So that's another book that went to $3.99.
God. There's one thing I like about DC. They have a lot of $2.99.
Whoa. Fing Fang Foom is involved.
Well.
That means I'll buy 3 copies of the first one.
Can't do that. I'm only buying 3 copies of another book.
The family of Explorers had sort of darkest hour. Okay, it just seems like the generic. James Robinson's writing it though, and I've never seen Leonard Kirk's artwork as much as I can remember. I don't know Leonard Kirk.
Never heard of him.
What else we got? Iron Patriot.
Definitely not on that.
I am absolutely on that because I love James Rhodes.
I thought so.
And it actually, Iron Patriot was referenced in the latest issue of Iron Man, and I'm not sure if that's going to be leading up to it, because Iron Patriot doesn't come out until March.
Damn.
Late March, too, March 26th. But once again, writer Alice Cott, Aleskot, never heard of him, or her, I don't know. And then artist Gary Brown, once again.
Never heard of him.
These unknowns.
I thought they were really hyping those up, though, like the writing pairs.
Jim Rhodes has quit the Secret Avengers. As the Iron Patriot, he's bringing his fight against the bad guys on the home front. But a new villain emerges with a brutal plan that could turn Iron Patriot into America's most wanted.
Oh?
Sounds like a generic tagline. Like I feel like most of these are really generic taglines. Yeah, I'm definitely hopping on that. What about Loki, Agent of Asgard?
Not on that.
I was going to.
I thought about it.
If nothing more than for the girlfriend.
I like the cover art.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
why I didn't jump.
Really?
I think he looks too feminine.
But that's Loki. I feel like...
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
feel
think
like
so.
you've been watching too many Marvel movies.
No, I don't consider... I mean, there's nobody else that could have played Loki than Tom Hiddleston.
That's true.
But once again, writer Al Ewing, artist Lee Garbett. 2 more people I've never heard of.
Maybe that's a good thing, though.
Old God, new trickster.
As long as it's not Bendis.
See, this is the kid Loki, though, that was in Young Avengers, grown up. I feel like I could do that. But it's not the same writer. It comes out next week.
Maybe that's one you just gotta try.
I don't know. I'd have to commit today, though, because you gotta commit a week beforehand. What else? Magneto.
Not on that.
Me neither. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't know how they're going to do it. He has the ability to do it. Who's writing it? That's what I need to know. He's the character that has the ability. He has so much past that you can do a solo with him. But it's going to be tough to get people to read it. Because what more can you tell us about? Oh, I might jump on it.
Who is it?
Cullen Bunn. He's the one who did the Deadpool Kills series. He's the one who wrote Six Gun. He's the one who has his hand in any time travel story.
That's your thing.
He's a phenomenal writer. If it wasn't $3.99, I would give it a shot. I did hear somebody saying though that it's a mature reader's book.
Really?
And they said the last mature reader's book they saw was like a Wolverine book, and it just flopped horribly.
I don't know.
It's not a Max book though.
There's just too many X books for me personally.
Well, see, it is him after he loses his powers. But I can't do it. Even though Cullen Bunn, I know, is going to write it magnificently, I can't bring myself to do it until I know it's good. We don't know what's going on with the Ultimate Universe. I'll stay away from all those.
It's a good call.
You're still on Mighty Avengers?
I told you, if there's no She-Hulk in this issue...
You're not on Miracle Man?
Dropping it. No, I'm not.
Me neither.
I'm not a reprints guy.
Yeah, me neither. Did they make it digitized? And it's $5.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 50 pages, though, isn't it? That's big. What about the new Moon Knight?
I jumped on that mainly because the cover has pretty sure he has like, or maybe it was a variant cover that has him with Spider-Man and Wolverine and stuff.
I don't know what you're looking at because they're not on here.
Well, the whole thing in the last volume was he was mentally insane and he was seeing like Spider-Man and Wolverine that weren't really there talking to him. You didn't read that?
No. Who's Warren Ellis?
Oh,
What did he write?
DC. I'm pretty sure he did a lot of DC. I can't remember what right now, though.
And then the artist Declan Shalvey. I know I've heard that name before.
I haven't.
And I know I've heard Warren Ellis before. Mark Spector is Moon Knight. Or is he? That's the tagline. That's what they're selling me on. This Ennis guy, what was his name? Garth? No, not Garth. Warren. He did Anna Mercury, whatever that is.
I have no idea. I feel like she did like some JLA or something. I'm done looking.
I am on that too as well. Although, if it goes too Batman-like, might have to get rid of it. Like if he's just brooding all the time.
Moon Knight, I don't think I'm really brood. I mean,
that's what I'm saying though. If he's just a madman out there trying to get justice,
I think that's what it is.
Are we gonna see Khonshu though?
I don't know.
Because that was always the best for me. Because now it just says he has 3 different personalities. Khonshu better be one of them. But even with the mystical force of Khonshu fueling his crusade, okay, I guess we will see him. I'm fine with that. I mean, I'll give it a couple issues anyway. But if it gets bad, it's gone.
Well, his last volume was pretty good, and then it segued into Age of Ultron, which I don't ever want to speak again.
Miss Marvel, you said you're on it.
I am on that.
Hey, $2.99.
I know, it's $2.99.
Wow. That is the only book that's $2.99 on this entire page I'm looking at right now. Oh, nope, never mind. She-Hulk's $2.99.
She-Hulk.
We'll talk about that. No, don't cite that. But Miss Marvel, she said she's Puerto Rican.
No.
Is she gonna be sassy?
No, I think she's Indian. Like,
okay,
like,
hold on.
Like Middle Eastern, I guess.
Okay, so she's like worshipping of cows.
Well, I don't know if she is, but yeah, and I'm pretty sure she's like a teenager. Oh my god,
her name is Kamala Khan.
Yeah.
From Jersey.
Well, I mean, I guess she is from Jersey.
Teenager, Muslim, Inhuman.
Yes.
Find out. See, I don't know. I might like that because I really liked the Simon Baz arc on Green Lantern. I wish he had his own book.
Yeah, I'm sure he will one day.
I thought it was revolutionary. I loved it.
There's too many Green Lanterns, but that's...
I'm not on any Green Lantern books. Although I heard Red Lanterns is killing it.
Isn't that the one Kyle Rayner's leading now?
Yeah, and he's a douche, but I heard it's great. I can't remember who's writing it, but he's doing a great job.
No one seems to like Kyle Rayner anymore.
I heard he's a douche.
I'll always be a Jon Stewart guy, but...
I like The Daily Show. New Warriors. You gonna read New Warriors?
No. Are you?
I think we talked about this, like, not on anything, but we talked about this. I talked about this to you. It's gonna be Nova. It's gonna be written for younger kids. Like, Nova feels like it's written for younger kids.
Nova is garbage.
Although I heard Jerry Dugan started reading Nova a couple issues ago, and it's better, but it's still not for me.
I don't know. Those first issues were just...
And I will avoid any book that has Speedball in it. I get enough of Speedball out of the Marvel Comics Presents.
Hey,
and I don't know who Justice is. The only Justice I know is from the new universe. The guy who welded the Sword of Justice and the Shield of Justice. They were made out of light.
That sounds about right.
But that's not who it is, because I'm looking at this picture, and I see Nova, Speedball, maybe Scarlet Spider, and I don't know any of the other ones. Let's see who else we got. Justice.
Scarlet Spider's on there?
Sun Girl, Hummingbird, and even a couple new faces. Yeah, that's Scarlet Spider, isn't it?
Yeah, looks like him. Kane or whatever his name is. Never really got into that.
I think it's a Perez cover.
Can't go wrong with that.
Which is interesting. I want to get the J. Scott Campbell did a variant for Black Widow #1. You know how J. Scott Campbell draws women.
Yeah.
I want to get that. Nova. We're not on that.
Thank God.
Are you on Night of the Living Deadpool?
No, are you?
No.
Oh, I kind of wish I was.
I'm not a zombie guy. I'll pick it up out of a bin.
Yeah,
somewhere.
I think if we go to a con or something, I'll have to rummage.
What about the new Punisher?
Definitely not on that.
Really? Did you see the cover for #1? The cover alone sold me. That's how excited I was. And I mean, once again, though, writer Nathan Edmondson, artist Mitch Gerrards. Never
no
heard of him.
idea.
But like the cover is awesome.
That's awesome. I just feel like Punisher. I don't know what more you can do with him.
For years, the Punisher has waged a war on crime in New York City with an array of very large guns. But a lead on a major source of drugs, weapons, and more has set its sights due west. Now, of course, Marvel Now.
Yeah.
Good pun there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Frank Castle is in the City of Angels, looking to give the devil his due. Things aren't all as they appear, though, with a highly trained military hit squad hot on Frank's tail. Caught between a posse of Punisher predators and targets of his own one-man war, Frank's manifest destiny may be a shallow grave.
Wow, it sounds like every other
Sounds
Punisher
just
book.
like every other Punisher book, correct. Read Volume 1 and you got the same thing, kind of. I'm on it, though. The last series of Punisher with Giacchetto doing the artwork, just phenomenal. It ended and it left a sour taste in my mouth.
Wasn't that the Max one?
Mm-mm.
There was one after that.
Yeah, it was just Punisher. I think it lasted 16 issues. I may be wrong.
Oh yeah, okay, I remember.
But it was phenomenal. Like I think I showed you that one issue where they had the gunfight in the rain. They were fighting in the rain. It was gorgeous.
That's the one I remember.
Giacchetto's art is phenomenal, but it ended so abruptly that it just left a sour taste in my mouth. That's the one where there's the female Punisher.
Yeah, that would probably get me to pick it up, but you know.
Okay, we might as well do this. She-Hulk.
Oh, She-Hulk. Are you getting it?
I'm on it.
Oh, thank God. I need everyone to buy 2 issues.
Well, I'm buying 2 issues.
I'm on every variant that I can afford.
So you're not on the 1 in 50 variant.
I'm not on that one.
You're not on the 1 in 100 variant. Oh my God! You better just get rid of all of them. Have you seen the 1 in 100 variant?
No.
I'm not going to show you either.
Why? What is it?
Because you're going to want to buy it.
Well,
I'm going to tell you the price before I show it to you.
Oh God.
$50.
It better be good.
Okay, never mind. It looked a lot better when it was smaller. I mean, if you get her face out of it, it's a nice cover.
Oh, that's the 1 in 100.
Yeah.
Damn, that's my background on my iPad.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I think the face looks a little rough.
You know what? I like it. And I like her new outfit.
The 1 in 50 looks like a Deodato cover. She's just smashing through a wall.
Mm.
Doesn't that remind you? Well, I mean, the face is entirely different than what Deodato would draw.
Yeah.
Seen that one?
Yeah.
You getting that one? It's 25.
No. I'm on the,
Are you on the Scotty Young variant?
I might be.
You're an asshole.
Well, you know what?
Anybody who gets Scotty Young variants is an asshole.
It's She-Hulk, okay?
Although, did you see the new... Some other artist is doing their animal variants?
No.
It's animals of all the characters. There's going to be a whole month of them, I think. They look pretty sweet.
That sounds awesome. But yeah, she's going to be in a law firm for this one again. And hopefully she gets her own rogue gallery. That'd be nice.
There's 5 covers.
I'm on 3 of them.
And you're not on the 1 in 75, the 1 in 50, or the 1 in 100. So you're on the Scotty Young variant and the blank variant?
There's got to be other ones. Maybe I'm on for issue 2, or maybe I jumped on them.
The only one for issue 2 is the 1 in 50 variant.
I'll have to go home and look, because
You
now I'm
don't
concerned.
know what you're doing.
Now I'm concerned.
You have no idea where your money's being spent.
Yes.
After that, we had Silver Surfer.
Are you on that?
Regrettably. My love for Silver Surfer surpasses my distaste for the whole All Red family.
You and your hate for Allred. I wish Allred was on She-Hulk. The way he drew her in FF.
Dan Slott's writing it, though. I can do that.
That can't be bad, then.
He wrote Superior Spidey really good. The universe is big, bigger than you can imagine. Silver Surfer, the lone sentinel of the skyways. I'm not reading this. I'm not reading this whole thing. It's generic Silver Surfer. But I am glad All Red's on the art. You know why? Because people are going to read it. People will see it's All Red, and
That's
they'll
why I
read
need people on She-Hulk, and that's why Allred needs to do that.
And then they'll well, I told you, I think people will read... Isn't Charles Soule writing She-Hulk?
I believe so.
Charles Soule is a machine among men. I read an article that he wrote about how many books he writes. He says he writes like 1,600 pages of script a month.
Jesus.
And he has his own law firm.
Well, then he's perfect for She-Hulk.
Exactly.
That's fantastic.
But
I didn't know that.
He's such a great writer right now that I told you they'll keep readership until the art change. You'll have at least one art change in that book.
See, the best She-Hulk story is when she tries to juggle being a superhero and Jen Walters and have a job at the same time.
And a man interest? Would you like to have her have a superhero interest or a human interest?
I want Wyatt Wingfoot back.
I don't even know.
Because after that snow issue when she goes on a date with Wyatt in FF that I was just floored about.
I said I had no idea.
And you're like,
I had no idea who it was.
Fantastic.
Well, if it had to be a superhero, who would you want her to be with?
Superhero. Oh boy.
And I mean, let's not even go A-listers. Let's go like B-listers. Like she's hooking up with Speedball.
Oh no.
I mean, I think he's like 14, but she knows the law, so we'll be alright.
I don't know.
What if she hooked up with Superior Spidey? Ox Spidey.
I wouldn't like that. He's too...
What about Legless Flash Thompson?
You're really going there, aren't you?
I am.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of who else that she could hook up with. What if it was like a villain? Like a B-list villain. Like Boomerang. That would be fantastic.
I liked her with Man-Wolf.
Are you on Superior Foes of Spider-Man?
No, are you?
You should be.
Is it good?
Superior Foes, it's all about Boomerang. It's about Boomerang and Sinister Six, and it's absolutely incredible. I got off the team-up, which I regret now, because guess who's on the art? Chiquetto. His fantastic art.
You went wrong, guy.
No, because Superior Foes is really good. And team-up's $3.99. Foes is $2.99.
So
that was a big selling point.
That really is. It's sad when that's determines if you get on a book or not.
Looks like nothing else changes on that page. Final page here. Winter Soldier, you getting on that?
No.
I think it's just a miniseries anyway. Oh, here's one I know you're excited about. Wolverine. New Wolverine book.
Not liking that costume.
Why does he have a gun?
I don't know. Why does Wolverine... I guess he doesn't have his healing factor anymore. Or did he get it back?
As far as I know, he didn't. He doesn't have it.
Okay.
That's as far as I know. But so that's a no.
Yeah, that's definitely a no.
My X-Force ended with Wolverine Max, or my Wolverine ended with Wolverine Max, which was really good. It was really good. But they said, we'll kill it. You know.
That's what they do.
I'm trying to find out what this tagline for the new X-Force is, and what the team is. I think you'd really like the K1 X-Force now, because I think you'd like the dynamic between Forge and Dr. Nemesis.
Really?
Yeah, because they're both geniuses. But, like, Forge is an asshole about it, and Dr. Nemesis doesn't even make jokes. Like, in the issue I just read, Psylocke's searching for where Spiral, the four-armed...
Yeah.
Where they teleport her, and she goes,
like... She have 6 arms?
6 arms, yeah, maybe. She says, I can't find her anywhere. And then Forge says, well, can you find a junkyard? because Nemesis and I will whip up a nice makeshift Cerebro for you, basically to enhance your powers. And Dr. Nemesis standing behind me and says, I've never whipped anything up. He's like, but we will build what you need. It's very good.
That sounds enjoyable.
But it looks like Phantom X is in X-Force again. Right now, on the cover of number 1, it looks like it's Cable, Psylocke, Phantom X, and...
Right now, but all those other Phantom X's aren't around anymore, right?
I think they still are.
I thought they got...
I don't think he has all of his minds. It was an Uncanny X-Force. All 3 of them went there, and then they never explained what happened. Psylocke had sex with all of them in a manner of 3 issues. Oh. Even the female one. There was a great lesbian scene in the one book.
Wow. Kind of sad now.
I mean, Simon Spurrier's writing it too. That's why I told you to jump on it, because Simon Spurrier's writing it. The guy who wrote X-Men Legacy. Which, I watched a review the other day, and they said they're so glad the book's ending. The X-Men Legacy is ending. Why?
People hate just to hate, I guess.
People hate Legion. I don't know why.
You love it.
He really remade them. But I don't know who this other bitch in here is with the mohawk and the weird shoulder blades. Like literally shoulder blades. I don't know who that is. Like, I've seen her before, but like just in the background of like an X-Men book.
I have no idea.
Almost every sovereign state in the Marvel Universe makes use of sanctioned superhumans to protect national interests and pursue a covert agenda. So this is right up Satsburger's alley. The United States has the Secret Avengers. The United Kingdom has MI-13. And Mutant Kind has X-Force.
Oh.
In this dirty, secret, no-holds-barred, deadly game of superhuman black ops, veteran X-Men Cable and his team will spy, torture, and kill to ensue that the mutant race not only has a place in the world, but also a stake in it.
Well, we need a James Bond and X-Force crossover.
James Bond. I'm trying to look at this, the animal variant. They won't show it to me. Whatever. I think that's it then. I think that's all the new books for now. I know there's an Electra coming out sometime, but it's not on here yet, which pisses me off.
I saw the teaser for it.
I haven't seen anything.
It's just a cover.
I mean, are there any new DC books coming out?
I don't know.
I feel like the last new DC books, other than Forever Evil, was Katana and Vibe.
Yeah, and what about, I guess, what's that owl?
What?
No.
Court of the Owl?
Court of the Owl.
They have their own book now?
Yeah, the one guy has his own book. I can't remember what he's called. Yeah.
No. What about Image titles?
Image titles?
Did you see ImageCon? Did you see any news from ImageCon?
No, did you?
Yeah, yes I did.
Oh.
Like, pick a major writer right now, and they're doing an Image book next year.
Really?
Well, this year, yeah. Remender's doing like 4. I don't even know what he's doing. But yeah, I was just looking at updates of it, and every second they would just put out a new preview of a book that's coming out. And it's just like this fantastic team-up of writers.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, Image has 96 books right now on this website.
Holy God.
And Marvel only has... Let me go back and read this. And this is like current running books and then books that are coming up. Marvel has 86, DC has 88, Image 96. Is it about time to say Image is in the talkings to be part of a big 3, possibly?
I don't think Image is...
It's creator-owned, yes.
Yeah,
they created their own characters.
I'm pretty sure Image is...
But can we say it's a big 3?
I'm pretty sure Walking Dead brought in enough revenue to...
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, I'm not saying Walking Dead's the only thing in Image, but let's be reasonable. Between the show and all the...
Did you see the spinoff?
I heard about it, but I didn't really look into it.
It's just going to be about a different group of survivors? I don't even watch it, so I wouldn't know. I don't see anything... See, I don't know what books are new, because I don't read incredible amounts of DC like I do Marvel. How's Batwoman going?
It's okay. I mean, it needs to start picking up again.
Actually, Coffin Hill, even though it's a Vertigo book. I started reading that. I hopped on that.
Really?
It's about a witch who becomes a cop. She comes home. There's witchery about. It's interesting.
Oh, and you won't watch Angel.
It's different.
Uh-huh.
Listen, Angel is a whole different story. I can't handle Aurora Borealis.
Why?
I just can't. I think
you watch Bones, but you won't watch Angel.
I don't watch Bones anymore either.
Why?
Ruined for me.
Why?
because I used to love it, and now I just get it hammered into my eyeballs.
Oh, that's how I feel. I know exactly how you feel.
But Coffin Hill has been pretty good, and it's only $2.99, so I'm staying on it.
That's not
And
bad.
it leaves me on cliffhangers, and the art's pretty good. Damien's on a Batman. Is that an ongoing, or is that a miniseries?
I don't know.
Dead Boy Detectives. That's a new one.
Never heard of
It's
it.
a Vertigo book, though. It's based off of Sandman, I think. Like, they come out of the Sandman series.
Okay.
I really don't
never
know.
read Sandman. I know Blasphemy, but
FBP, Collider, if you will. I dropped that. Couldn't handle it.
Those are just weird titles.
No, it was Federal Bureau of Physics. That one, it started out as Collider.
Oh, okay. That's...
Yeah, got rid of that. Still reading Green Arrow. Harley Quinn, that's a new book.
I'm on Harley
Did you read
Quinn.
number 1?
I read Zero, which was pretty fantastic, because they had all those guest artists on it, and every page was different.
I have no idea.
It was awesome.
I heard that it's not Harley Quinn. I heard she's like a sex object, and she doesn't wear clothes, and she's not herself.
First off, how isn't that Harley Quinn? I mean, if you're basing off the animated series Harley Quinn,
I don't know what I'm basing it off of.
But I mean,
my exposure to Harley Quinn is limited at best.
She has that new outfit that she wears, and I mean, you could say that about any female in comics. She's treated like that to an extent.
Not Medusa.
Well, Medusa?
She's a mommy. She. You saw that episode of FF when she put a bathing suit on?
Yeah.
She looked like a mother.
I agree.
It was fantastic.
I'm just saying, I guess it's all that controversy before Harley Quinn even came out that really put a sour taste in people's mouth.
Hinterkind. Started reading it.
Is it any good?
Well, I mean, I hopped on when it started. It's weird. It's really weird. This says, don't miss out on the book, IGN praises as weird. Why would that be a selling point?
I don't trust IGN.
It's about, I don't know, post-apocalyptic future, mutant races, some gods maybe. Honestly, couldn't tell you what it's about, but it's a fun read. Weird shit happens every issue, and I don't know what's going on, but I like to read it. I'm not invested in the characters, so if they try to pull me in with a character dying, I'm not going to care.
See,
that's when I'll drop it.
But
I think we're on issue 5. I already had 4 issues of it.
And you're still on it. That says something.
No, not for me. I give things usually like 8 issues before I drop them. Injustice Year 2 starting. You hopping on that?
That's still going?
No. Injustice, I think, is still a running comic book, and they're starting Injustice Year 2.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, God.
Actually, I'm lying. I don't know if Injustice is still around, but Injustice Year 2 has started.
I thought they went to all digital for that.
For what? Injustice?
Yeah.
Injustice Year 2 is now in print, so I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
I think Injustice was digital, and then it came to print.
Maybe.
That's what I think it
Again, after like 5 issues and beating the game, I'm like, eh.
Hey, new Looney Tunes book. Actually, no, that's still running. 113 issues.
Wish more books went that high. That aren't The Walking Dead.
Sandman Overture, Scooby-Doo Team Up. Hop on that. Stormwatch. That's ending shortly. And surprisingly, I'm not on Superman Wonder Woman, and I'm starting to regret it. The more of these crazy covers I see, just fantastic. Have you seen any of the covers?
No, I thought I would got on that. I must not have. I didn't
I
know it was
didn't.
out yet.
I'm bummed out about it. I think it was the $3.99 price mark that got me away from it.
I really liked that last Superman issue with Wonder Woman and Lois Lane coming back and as like a projection. No?
Who was it? What was it about? I obviously have read it.
Superman's with Wonder Woman and Lois Lane is telling him, that's amazing, is telling him that she can sense everything and knows what's going on. And then...
Is there a villain in these?
Yeah, he... Cerebro?
What?
What's his name? I don't know, this was like, what, a month and a half ago when I read this. He wants to drain Lois's brain.
I'm on every Superbook, and I don't know what you're talking about.
We had a conversation about it.
No, we're having a conversation. No, I don't know.
You're disappointing me.
Honestly, what are we talking about? I read Superman, I read Superman Unchained, I read Adventures of Superman, I think I dropped Batman Superman.
It's just Superman. It's not Action Comics.
Let me look.
You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I can't think of his name. Because I'm not really
you're lying to me about what happened.
into...
When did this book come out? January 1st? Had to have, because the next one comes out next week. Should have come out this week. January 29th, next week.
Yeah, that's next week.
Okay, well this one, in the aftermath of Krypton Returns, Parasite is back.
That's it.
Very hungry. See, I'm losing it.
And he goes to the hospital and he's trying to drain Lois's brain. Because after she fused with Brainiac.
I mean, I remember that happening and she became like a superhero.
Yeah, but she's in a coma.
Yeah. Doesn't she wake up?
No, she projects.
Yeah, I'm going to go with, no. I don't remember this at all.
That's upsetting. It was a fantastic issue. I really enjoyed it. And that's saying something.
It must have not done too much for me. Obviously. Adventures of Superman is really good. Because it's out of continuity. Yeah, nothing else really here. I wanted to hop on All-Star Western a long time ago. I wish it was only $2.99. If it was $2.99, I'd have been on it.
Really?
It's $3.99. I like Jonah Hex.
Have you ever seen the movie?
Absolutely not.
Me neither. I wonder if it's any good.
Well, considering I've never heard anything about it, good or bad, I'm just going to say it's mediocre.
Hey, you liked Ghost Rider too.
And I love Dread.
And I've heard... Really? That's on Netflix. I didn't get around to watching it.
Loved it. I bought it on Blu-ray before even watching it. And I was like, you know what? Let's give this a shot.
I wanted to.
Phenomenal. Weird, but phenomenal.
The first one was weird.
But I did like the second Ghost Rider. It had a Blade feel.
Really?
With the camera angles they did and stuff.
Oh, I really liked Blade.
Then I'll let you borrow it. Then we can talk about it next time. Then I'll let you borrow Daredevil.
I have Daredevil.
You have Director's Cut?
No.
You should. It's better. Has Coolio in it.
You should watch Elektra.
Has Coolio in it.
That's something else.
I watched a movie with Coolio today. It's called Grad Night.
Oh.
Like I said, I'm trying to watch 365 movies this year.
Yeah, I'm sure that was horrible.
It was written like Coolio wrote it in a drunken stupor while sleeping. That's how bad the writing was. And the camera angles, worse. Like, it's like they just set, like, a webcam in this guy's locker and filmed the whole movie out of this locker. That's what it felt like. It was
That's
horrible.
horrible.
But I clicked on it and I couldn't go back. There was no going back after I clicked on it.
Sometimes that happens, you know?
So what other books do you subscribe to that you have to go home and read? Iron Man, you said that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the rings becoming sentient?
What?
You haven't been reading Iron Man. You're just subscribed to it, but you haven't been reading it?
No, the last one I read was when he found out he had a brother.
That's the last one?
Yeah. I didn't read the Iron Metropolis or whatever arc
You want me to fill you in?
Yeah, go for it.
Arno, his brother, him and Arno are rebuilding a city that Mandarin destroyed. And they're rebuilding it to be like the most technologically advanced city of all time. Out of nowhere, some woman busts in. She has one of the Mandarin rings on. She calls herself Mandarin 4 or Mandarin 3 or something like that. And we find out that the rings have been stolen from Tony Stark's lab, but they haven't been stolen. They became sentient. Each of them have their own mind now. Each of the rings have chosen somebody to be a Mandarin. There's going to be 10 Mandarin out there.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. This new one had one of the rings finding somebody. But it also ties in with Inhumanity, which I'm perfectly fine with. I don't think we ever talked about Inhumanity.
No, I'm not on it. Are you on it?
I'm not on the book itself because it's not an ongoing.
Is it just a miniseries?
Yeah, there was just like 1 or 2 issues of it. But I think it's awesome that a third of the population is going to have a power.
Sounds like...
Even though it's taking the Marvel U further away from reality. I mean, I know they're not trying to be so much in reality.
That sounds exactly like DCU Online. The whole concept of that.
Kind of.
You know,
Kind of. But at least they have a basis for their history of why it happened.
Yeah.
The Inhumans have been around forever. And it's
I'm sure something will happen that'll wipe out most of them eventually.
Well, in the new issue of Iron Man, Tony Stark says... He's talking to Arno, and he says... Bruce? Yeah, Bruce Banner. He's like, Bruce told me he had a hold of this, and he failed me. He failed me and failed humanity. And then Arno's like, could you do something about it? He goes, yeah, I could, but he told me he got it.
What the hell?
He says, I'm focusing myself elsewhere.
How are you feeling about New Avengers?
What? You mean how it feels like nothing's happening again?
Yes, are you still enjoying it? Because I'm not.
Is there a new issue this week? No, that's Avengers World. I'm on so many Avenger books. I feel like we're back to knowing nothing.
Yeah, we went full circle.
I mean, who's that bitch? Black Mask?
Black Swan?
Black Swan?
Black Swan.
The bitch who they had in the cage beside Terex.
Yeah.
What a bad dude Terex is,
Just
by the
sitting
way.
there.
But yeah, she's got to do something wild. She's got to kill somebody.
Yeah, but I don't understand how...
I don't know what's going on either.
It's like 14 issues and...
I mean, is Diodato still drawing it?
I don't even know.
If not, it's gone.
Because, remember we were talking about it, isn't it...
Stefano Caselli?
I don't know.
He's on Avengers World, I think.
It was really... I thought it was Paul Noto or something.
Yeah, Caselli's on Avengers World.
No, it was something different.
I just broke my ankle.
I don't know, it's not going anywhere. Started out fantastic, and then...
Yeah, I got nothing else on these books. Man, you haven't been reading that. You didn't even know he went to space.
No, the last one I read was...
Like, I want to tell you about it because I didn't even finish this issue yet. You don't even know what happened in the Red, do you? Did you see Brother Blood enter the Red to take over?
I saw that.
Did you see the one crazy totem with all the horns kill all the other totems?
Yes.
You saw that?
Yeah, that's the same issue. Like, his daughter goes on that boat with the awesome giraffe pirate.
And you know that his daughter is looking for their dead brother.
Yeah.
All right, well, she gets trapped there. If Brother Blood kills her, I think he gets control of the Red. Well, Buddy Baker gets taken into space by this guy named Bridgewalker. And I guess he controls all of the green and the reds on all planets. And he gives Buddy Baker the power to, like, capture the ability of animals not on Earth, like on other planets.
Oh.
So when he goes into the Red to fight this totem, he turns into this crazy animal this totem's never seen before.
That's pretty awesome.
Let me see if I can find it, because it's still open right here in front of me. What's going on here? And she's running from Brother Blood and his minions.
You been watching Arrow?
I've never seen an episode.
What the hell is that thing?
Exactly. It's
awesome.
It's like a space rhinoceros.
That's awesome.
And then he's fighting the totem, and obviously I'm not at the end of this issue yet, but... Well, just looked at the end of the issue. Not sure how that's going to end. It had Brother Blood holding his daughter by the throat.
Good job spoiling it for yourself.
I'm like three away. 3 pages away.
It happens.
I spoil everything for myself.
I try not to. I just let you do it.
What, spoil things for you? Or spoil things for me?
For me, you spoil things for me.
I ask you if you want it spoiled. Don't stick around like that.
What else has happened since last time?
Oh, you mean like 10 months ago?
Yeah, I know, right?
Michael Douglas as Ant-Man. Oh, sorry. Michael Douglas as Hank Pym. Because it doesn't even say he's Ant-Man.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped about that.
I'm pumped about Paul Rudd as Scott Lang. That's perfect. Michael Douglas as Hank Pym. Are they going to make him look younger, or are they going to have Hank Pym be an old man?
I don't know.
Michael Douglas looks pretty old.
Because I don't think Hank's supposed to be that much older than...
I mean, I'd say 15 years. 10, 15 years. Because Scott was pretty young.
He's going to be about as old as Bruce Banner, I'd imagine.
Yeah. I don't know. I also heard it was going to be a heist movie where there's no real villain. And when I think heist and I think Ant-Man, I think Scott Lang stealing the Ant-Man Pym particles from Hank, which is how he became Ant-Man.
Yeah, but it was so much better because he just steals a suit and Hank's like, you know what? Take it.
Yeah.
You know, you deserve it for doing that.
But see, are they going to use the current incantation of Hank? You're not reading Avengers AI, are you?
Yeah.
How he's bipolar now.
Yeah.
Have you been reading that?
Mm-hmm. That was fantastic.
It's gotten pretty convoluted. Like, did you read the last issue with Vision on the cover looking like he's made out of spaghetti?
No.
You should read that issue.
Because mine was all messed up, and I was too bad to read.
They made you send pictures.
Yeah. I thought that whole bipolar thing for Hank was...
It's perfect.
Fantastic.
It's perfect. It's what he needed to revamp him as a character.
Yes.
But then he kind of disappeared in the book again.
Yeah.
Although Vision becoming crazy powerful is super exciting for me. How he can control each one of his little nanites. He can shoot them out into every corner of the earth, but he can still hold his...
Doombot in that is fantastic.
Yeah, that he has a black hole embedded in his chest.
He's such a dick, too.
It is fantastic. Oh, in the last issue, somebody asks him, where do you get that hoodie? And he says, Doom does not wear hoodies. Doom wears cowls. It was a great moment. That's the thing. The key, with the last Avengers AI, they tried to play off as a new #1, a jumping on point. And because it was that, they had to explain a lot of what was going on. And the bread and butter of that book is character interaction.
Yeah.
Doombot with Hank, Hank with Vision, Vision with Doombot. The bread and butter of that book is character interaction, and there couldn't be that much because they had to explain the story. So I fear that the people who jumped on the book are going to say,
See, that's the problem with it.
Because I think it was...
having those starting points, like number ones, but keeping the regular numbering.
I think it was Sleepy Reader who jumped on it. And he read it, and he tweeted to me or something and said, hey, is this a good issue to be an example of the series? I said, no. I said, absolutely not.
That's a shame. Because it was honestly really good.
It was really good. Who's writing that?
I don't know. I haven't...
Oh, the name's right at the tip of my tongue. It's going to bother the hell out of me. How do you feel about the... Well, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I had something that I was going to say. What other movies have been announced? Did you see Ant-Man got pushed up 2 weeks?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm getting really pumped about Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm pumped about the new Cat movie. The new Cat movie comes out in what, March?
Yeah.
And then Guardians of the Galaxy in August.
Yes.
I'm excited for him, I'll be honest.
I heard somewhere that the new Cat movie is the greatest movie Marvel's made yet.
I saw somebody write that too. It was one of the writers. It was like Rick Remender. Or no. Oh, he wrote Captain America. Forever. Come on, don't do this to me.
I haven't...
Don't do this
never really followed Captain America.
Yeah, Brubaker.
Yeah, okay.
He said it was the best movie Marvel ever made. And Brubaker wrote Captain America Forever.
It looks fantastic.
I just don't know how I'm going to feel about Winter Soldier. Because I'm not familiar with Winter Soldier. I get it's Bucky. I know that. But I don't know the history behind it much.
I believe
Sam Humphries.
Once he falls off the train, he gets brainwashed by the Soviets to be a soldier. I believe that he becomes his own super soldier, but I'm not sure.
Speaking of brainwashed, Red Skull. Why is he not doing anything in the Marvel U? He has Professor X's mentality.
Maybe he's just saving up for something.
He was in the first arc of Uncanny Adventures, never came back.
Well, we've had this stupid, the Apocalypse Twins for it feels like 6 months
I'm alright with it, though.
Oh, he's fantastic, don't get me wrong, but, I mean...
It's not like that they don't...
And Kang's in it, so...
It's not like they don't deliver every issue. Like, they deliver something jaw-dropping every issue in Uncanny Avengers.
I just feel like they started Red Skull and have him come in after this, and I think it'd be fantastic. Or even another arc or something, and then Red Skull.
Well, what's he gonna do? Why hasn't he done anything? He has mind control power. Maybe he's mind controlling Kang.
That'd be something.
That'd be hard. That'd be a tough thing to explain. Remender could do it.
I can't even explain Kang as it is, let alone... Like in FF.
Trying to explain Kang or Doom the Annihilating Conqueror.
Yeah, what?
And who was that bitch who said she was Kang?
What? I thought that was... No, that was, that wasn't Kang. Well, it was Kang, but it's his other name. What is it?
Like the Pharaoh?
Not Ramatat.
The other one.
Yeah, what is it? I'll think of it. But that's his woman.
Hold on. Before we continue. The last pod, we talked about Kang for 25 minutes.
I know, I'm sorry.
How did we get back onto Kang?
Because Kang's just a fantastic character.
I don't know how you can love Kang so much and hate time travel. It doesn't make sense.
Because he does it... Kang doesn't just do it...
Is it because he doesn't abide by the laws of time travel? Is that why you like him so much?
He just does what he wants. Like the Council of Kangs was awesome.
I never read that. I have no idea what that is. But speaking of time travel, those new creepier... It was Eerie. The Eerie magazines, the horror magazines I read.
Yeah.
There's a time traveler. His name is Rook. And he travels through time. Okay. He travels through time in a Rook from the chess set. It's awesome.
I don't understand what the draw of time travel is, though.
Fantastic. Confusing is what it is. I love it. I love thinking of the... We talked about this last time. I love thinking about what could happen, or what can't happen, or why time travel can exist, when it can exist, why it can't exist now, why they can go forward. I just had a seizure. My mind just blew up. I can't handle it.
The way they handled it in Fantastic Four, this last volume,
it was garbage.
I didn't like that.
Listen.
They kept bringing Reed Richards back. He was still in continuity with what was going on with.
Yeah. It's because he was Reed Richards. That's why they said he could do it, because he is Reed Richards. But I'm going to fill up a short box with the first 50 issues of Cable Volume 1, and you're going to read it.
Oh, God.
And it is fantastic. Why do you think I'm so excited that Stripe's back? I love that 90s Cable series. And then once you're done with that, it gets even better. Because with Cable Volume 2, when he... I don't even know if it's 2. He might have had one in between there. But the one when he's hiding Hope from Bishop, amazing. And the art is amazing. And then you can read Cable and Deadpool, which is even better.
I might read Cable and Deadpool. I could maybe do that.
I can officially say Cable is one of my favorite characters of all time. I love Cable. And what's his name? Who wrote this Cable book? Hopeless. He knows how to write Cable. And Stripe, for that matter. That's the book that had the female Stripe in it.
Oh, yeah.
There was Hope.
Yeah, you showed me that.
Fantastic. It just sucks that none of it will be taken into continuity, because Cable's not even in continuity anymore. He's just running around the outskirts.
That's understandable, though. I mean, how can you tie that in with everything?
You can. He's
Exactly.
Cable. He's like the dad of everybody. He needs to just come into the next book and just tell his dad, Scott Summers, that he's a bitch, and punch him in the mouth, and then that's it. That needs to happen. Like, why haven't we seen Cable confront Scott for killing Professor X?
Where has Scott even been?
He's in that one X book, remember? He's gathering new mutants with Magneto.
Yeah, but I thought that was like 5 issues and it was over. Is it still going?
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Oh. That's with that weird X Magneto, right?
You mean the weird
X Cyclops.
Cyclops and Magneto. They have this basically the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Magneto's helmet has that, it's really thin.
Yeah.
How he sees is beyond me.
Magic.
Magnetism.
Magical magnetism.
Speaking of which, why is Polaris the only one with magnetic powers? And Polaris is the half sibling of the two. I mean, I get it is Magneto's, but...
I don't know. But again, how's Scarlet Witch that powerful?
Because she was taught by Agatha Harkness.
Okay.
The magician. She was taught how to control her powers. Because Agatha was the greatest magician, the greatest sorceress, kind of in the world at the time. And when they got close enough to each other that she actually, like, babysat the kids, that's when you know that it's a real deal. And I feel like that helped a lot. And her power gives a lot to be deciphered, too. Like, if she's confident, she can do more. But it appears she's dead now.
Yeah. Unless Wonder Man did something amazing, but...
It looked like she died.
Yeah.
I don't think she can, because of her ability. I don't think she... I think she can...
Well, I'm pretty sure Rogue's dead.
See, I don't know.
I don't know.
Are they going to give Remender full ability to kill anybody he wants?
She was disintegrated.
Like he did in goddamn X-Force. Remember? Once X-Force got so crazy, they said, do what you want. Nobody knows what's going on anyway. And he brought 4 Deathlocks in. There was a Cable floating around. Wolverine killed his son, which still has continuity, which is awesome. You remember when Wolverine killed his son? He drowned him?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's fantastic. Such a great series.
And then they just said, hey, take all the stuff you did there and continue it in this new book. That's basically what he did. The Death Seed is still involved. Archangel's still there. The Apocalypse Twins. He continued it, but he took it to the level of the A-list, when before it was kind of the B-list.
Yeah, certainly. It's just fantastic. And
maybe Cable just needs to come in and just take care of business. Even though he doesn't have any powers anymore. He has that weird mechanical arm, which isn't his arm. He has an arm inside of that, I think. I saw it in the last issue.
He's an arm inside of that?
Like, you know that big, long arm?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, his arm's inside of that. It's just easier to control, I guess.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I love Cable.
It's crazy.
Other than that, though, I don't think we have much more. Kind of ran it dry. Although I know as soon as we turn this off, there'll be something that pops up.
Yeah, probably, but we got next week.
Are you going to read any books next week?
I'm going to... Hopefully, if they come tomorrow...
Maybe I'll just leave...
I'll catch up.
I'll leave the television off when you come over and just leave the room so you can... And I'll open a window so you can read in the natural light and the silence like you're so privy to.
Oh, whatever. No, I should... Hopefully.
You're taking Krampus home.
If my books came today earlier, I would have certainly read them. I've been up since 7. I mean, I had
What time does your mail come?
Like 10?
See, mine came at 10:20 and I only got 6 books read.
What do you do?
What do you mean?
What have you been doing?
I mean, I was reading and watching a movie.
Clearly, it makes it less efficient.
6 books, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 7. I read 7 books. 7 books is not a bad
You'll
time.
be reading all day tomorrow still.
4 o'clock. I might get these done tonight. It depends. I do have to run to Walmart. This is a conversation that does not need to be on the podcast.
Yeah, anyway. Let's just wrap this up then. Because it's...
With what? What are we wrapping up? Cookies?
Cookies, yeah. Go get cookies.
Yeah, really don't have anything else to say. And we're just going to end this awkwardly.
As usual.
As usual. We need a catchphrase.
We do need a catchphrase.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Well, that seems to be taken, but...
I think we can claim it back. I don't think he wants it.
Really?
What's another one? I got nothing. Give me a good catchphrase.
I don't know any good catchphrases. If I knew one, it would happen already.
I'm trying to think of a comic-based... I mean, we can't use Excelsior True Believers. It's way too overused. Everybody uses it. We could just make a different comic onomatopoeia at the end of every one. Snick.
Kapow.
You failed. You failed miserably. I wish that you could give a pick of the week, but you only read Cap, so you'd have to say, do you have a pick that was your favorite book that you remember from the last pod we had?
From the last pod we had?
Yeah, like any time in between the last pod and this pod, do you have a favorite book inside there?
Oh Lord. It's been so long. For Christmas and all that. Just get She-Hulk next week. Or next month. Just buy She-Hulk.
That is not even a pick at all.
It's a pick. It's going to be fantastic. It's my pick for the rest of the month.
Let's make a bet here. If it's horrible, what can we do? Like, you think it's going to be great. I don't think it's going to be that fantastic. Then, I don't know. I don't want to bet against Charles Soule, because that's like putting money on a 4.
If it's horrible, please endure. And hopefully, it's not as bad as Red She-Hulk was.
See, I didn't read Red She-Hulk.
It started out alright, and then it got weird. Once she teamed up with Machine Man.
So that's your pick that people say. They should pick that up.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good.
I want a new Cable ongoing.
That'd be nice.
I'm on this huge Cable kick right now.
I can see this.
You're honestly taking at least 10 of those.
Oh, God. I think I have the first 20.
I think you have 5 issues of Blood and Metal. That 1 and 2 part they had. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have much.
All right. Well, we'll be back next week.
Hopefully, you read books.
I'll read books.
We're definitely gonna pod regardless. Even if I have to run down word for word every book that I read, I'll leave them out of the bags and I'll just leave them laying out. And I'll say, "Hey, listen, what happened?" And I'll just read right through them.
All right then.
All right. Well, thank you. Even though nobody listens to this.
Probably not.
This is more for me. I like listening to this.
Oh, you go back and listen to
Down
them?
the road.
I do too.
Down the road. I was listening to some podcast and they were talking about, what if your kids listen to this? I hope my kids listen to how fucking weird I was.
That's true.
Way down the road.
Way down the road.
No kids in my future.
Yeah, you're gonna have kids.
Not the close future. Definitely kids down the road, but not now.
God, you're...
Don't even say my biological clock is ticking.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
No. My uterus is fine.
Uh-huh. It's ripe and plump.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Uh-huh. Speaking of ripe and plump, hold on.
Okay.
Dupe is getting his own ongoing.
Why?
I think All Red's doing the art. I might be wrong. That might be just me trying to throw another stick in the works.
Look at you. Whatever.
Let me find out. I need to find out who this
When you
this
make as
team
much
is.
money as All Red, then you can diss them.
But why? Like, why Dupe? Who likes Dupe?
Well, that's true. Nobody.
We tried to end this 5 times, and I have to look this up.
That's all right.
Dupe ongoing. There's a lot of dead air time. You gonna cut this?
Nope.
You're absolutely not cutting this. No way.
No.
You don't have time for that.
Well, no, but we're just going to try to do this every week.
I hope so.
We tried last time, and then work and school and...
Dupe series by Peter Milligan and David LaFuente. Cameraman? There's no way his name is David LaFuente, cameraman. There's no way that's his name.
Maybe he's the cameraman.
But it definitely looks like all red art. Look.
Yeah. Yeah. Didn't he make that character, though?
He may have.
I think that's the only reason he'd be
Oh,
doing
the
it.
cover is by Mike Allred. My bad. But this is the inside artwork, it appears, and it also looks like Mike Allred.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
But it's not. It's Peter Milligan.
Maybe that's what he's doing She-Hulk.
From the pages of the blockbuster X-Men crossover, Battle of the Atom.
Did you read any of those?
Yeah. I didn't read the actual series, Battle of the Atom, but I read the crossover because I was on all the X books at the time. It got real bad. Real bad.
Don't they always?
Dupe can't speak English.
Oh.
He speaks his own language. How are we going to have an ongoing based around it?
It's going to be something else.
I mean, I guess Luke Cage didn't speak English in his first series either. It was just
Sweet
It
Christmas.
was just great ebonics the whole way through. How many people read that and didn't understand? Although I did hear that there is an Iron Fist ongoing in the works.
I'm more pumped about those Netflix series we're going to have.
Yes. Yes, I agree. I hope they're not balls. And
If they're the quality of S.H.I.E.L.D., then I don't think they will be.
to be wrapped up in Defenders is a little weird, though. How they're all going to wrap it up like like the Avengers wrapped up all their movies.
I'm kind of alright with that.
I'm going to read them. I'm going to
Read 'em.
watch them. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know. Wow, it's 10 degrees out.
Are you
Sunny.
going to Steel City Con?
When?
I think it's in April.
That's a long time
Brent
away.
Spinney's going to be there,
I thought we were going to go to the last one.
who is Data from Star Trek.
I'm a Star Trek guy.
And
I'm going to look up who's going to be there right now.
Jonathan Frakes is going to be there, who is Riker from Star Trek.
I'm not a Star Trek guy.
I don't care. Who doesn't like Next Generation?
I've never watched it. I can't say I don't like it.
Xander from Buffy's going to be there.
Once again.
That's why I kind of have to go.
What wrestlers there? That's all I care about. If it's Roddy Piper, I'm there.
It's not Roddy Piper. It's some...
The next one is April 11th, 12th, and 13th.
See, I was right.
Lee Majors. Lee Majors going to be there.
Yeah.
$6 Million Man.
Yep.
Jonathan Frakes. Cindy Williams from Laverne and Shirley, don't care. Brett Spinner, don't care. Travis Love, Walking Dead, don't care. Nicholas Brent. Lou Ferrigno's there, I'm sold.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Lou Ferrigno is where I stopped. Dermot Crowley. General Medine from Star Wars.
I don't know.
Femi Taylor. Jabba the Hutt's slave dancer Ula from Star Wars.
It's a really slim pickings. Okay.
Peter Stevenson from Baywatch and the Hardy Boys. And Nancy Drew Mysteries. Mackenzie Lintz from the Hunger Games. Bruno Sammartino. He is 145 years old.
Really? What's he in?
He is a wrestler.
Oh, dear God.
He still holds the record for the longest time holding the championship. It's like 5 years.
You want to go see him?
No. He's $1 million. And of course, Garrison Cardia's there. A guy in a Stormtrooper outfit.
Oh, good.
Every time.
We need Stormtrooper outfits, but I get them for free.
Wow, they don't even have featured artists here. Just see our full list of attending artists. I have to click on a separate link.
I didn't even look at the artists.
Dustin Catlett, no idea. Aaron Dalzell, Garrett Free, Heather Kreider, Indy Martin, Gary Morgan, Sean Razio, Todd Allen Smith. Don't know who any of those people are. Well, that one guy has a DeviantArt page, so that tells you how high quality his art
Where's
is.
Glenn when you need him?
He'd go. I haven't seen Glenn in a long time.
I haven't.
Tara went down there to give me that. Alright, this doesn't need to be on here.
Alrighty. See you next week, everybody. You good?
Just trying to think of something.
Oh, God.
I was on the spot. You put me on the spot. A lot of pressure.
You already on the spot.